Sanctification. The way the Bible talks about sanctification is really the language of holiness. And holiness, what holiness means is to be set apart, to be different, to be distinct. And the Bible talks about it in two different ways, really. Firstly, the Bible talks about how sanctification is something that happens the moment in which a Christian is saved. In fact, that's most of the time the Bible uses the language of sanctification. It's talking about that. So how when someone becomes a Christian, automatically they've been taken from the kingdom of darkness into the kingdom of light, right? They've automatically become a child of God. They're automatically distinct from the world. They're part of a holy people. They are sanctified in that sense. And in that sense, it's a complete thing that happens when someone comes to believe in the gospel. But there is a second sense in which the Bible talks about sanctification, and that is the gradual process in which Christians become more and more like Jesus and less like the world. And often when people talk about sanctification in the church, that's the predominant way we use that language. And that is a process. It's not something that happens at the beginning, instantaneously at the beginning. It's something that happens as we become more and more like Jesus. The gospel, the power of the gospel works in us. The Holy Spirit in us works in us, so that more and more we become more like Jesus. That is what happens through, what happens through believing the gospel, through prayer, through reading the Bible, through all the means that God gives. And it's important to say that sanctification is a fruit of the gospel. It's a fruit of believing the gospel. So we're not saved by our sanctification, but if we truly have been saved, if we truly believe the gospel, then that gospel will bear fruit. And sanctification is the process of bearing more and more fruit to the glory of Jesus Christ.